how many of you know that, but Electrolux, since not so long ago, split in two companies. And one is Electrolux Professionals.
Two friends.
Two friends, yeah, two separate companies, two friends, two siblings. One is dealing with the professional side, and one is dealing with the consumer side. And Tue, you're dealing with the consumer side.
Yes.
Okay, and you have recently developed, and I think you actually launched it today too.
Yes, we did.
Your new strategy for kitchens.
Yes.
And it's all a sustainable food system.
It's all about sustainability.
I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you, guys. How are you? You should come closer. We should be like a close family here. Let's see. I don't know where the screen is.
Yeah, that's where the screen.
That's
you will
where
see
it is.
that,
okay.
And they will see that.
All right. Let's see how this works. So I guess I don't have to tell you guys that the way we eat, shop, and throw away food today has a major impact on not only our health but the health of our planet. That we know, right? Did you know that 61% of food waste after production comes from household? So you and me, right? That the way we eat today is not only the leading cause of death, but also threatening biodiversity and food security. So as Johan said, my name is Tove. I come from Electrolux Home, or Home Appliances, and I head up the Innovation Hub. And I'm here today to show our new vision or our strategy for how a kitchen can enable us to eat more sustainable. Because I think we're many here, right, who wants to change, right? We want to eat better, we want to waste less, but then life keeps on happening, right? We're busy, we have kids to feed, we need to have something quickly on the table. And a lot of us worry that it's not going to be as tasty as the way I cook today, or as filling, or as nutritious. And at least I wonder a lot, how do I even know that I'm doing the right thing? So I want you to imagine a kitchen that not only knows who you are and what you have at home, but also a kitchen that knows the food that you love, knows what you often throw away. Imagine that this kitchen helps you as much as it helps the planet. A kitchen where completely rethinks what a kitchen is and does. Now this is Gro. Gro is our vision for a better tomorrow. It's a kitchen concept, rethinking the kitchen to help both you and me to eat more sustainably, both for me and the planet. 2019, the Eat Lancet Commission, which was 37 leading food scientists around the world, presented the Planetary Health Diet, which shows a new way to eat that is both healthy for us and the planet. And what this study shows is that we have to rethink the kitchen of tomorrow, because the kitchen of today is actually enabling us to eat the way we do today, which is pushing the health boundaries of the planet way above what is tolerant. And Gro, our future kitchen, mirrors this way of eating. It shows us how we can use behavioral science and human-centered design to enable new types of solutions to help us do this kind of shift to a more planetary, healthy way of eating. So with that, here is Gro, I hope. There's no sound.
Eating. Imagine a modular system that challenges the kitchens of today. A system adapted to your evolving needs to make it easier to eat better for you and the planet. Built on data from the Eat Lancet Planetary Health Diet. Informed by behavioral science. Since how we eat, cook, and shop need to be transformed for our planet to sustain, Gro is our vision of a better tomorrow. Curved around every individual's way of living. To inspire culinary exploration that feeds into your love of cooking. Celebrating plants and showcasing veggies to empower those running out of inspiration. Amplifying flavors to nudge our tastes toward greener habits. Challenging conventional kitchen design, helping you and me to make sustainable choices. Whatever our starting point.
So as you see, oh, that turned out a little bit different. So as you see, the Grow Kitchen is not a product, it's a system. And it's not a product that I'm launching here today, but it's rather to show you a future to believe in, and actually a system that we are building towards, which is quite hard to see on this screen, but I guess you have to imagine it. So it is a system built out of 3 different things, and it's going to do 3 things for you. It's going to help you to cook more plant-based, eat more diverse, and eliminate your food waste. And do so all curved around you. Because we know if we're going to make sustainable eating sustainable for you, we have to curve it around you. So your taste, your location, your family. The system that we're aiming towards is, the first part is Grow Care, which is a food management system. So one of the key barriers to eat more sustainably is that we don't really know how to care for them or keep them in our home. So I don't know if you've done what I do. Is sometimes I decide that I'm going to eat more plant-based, and then I go out and I shop all these, beautiful veggies just to come home and realize that I don't really know what to do with them or how to store them. So these 8 beautiful care compartments is designed around the Planetary Health diet that you saw before, taking perfectly care of all the food that you have at home automatically, giving them the love and actually the prominence that they deserve. And especially those veggies that you don't know what to do with. So by knowing what you have, its volume and its quality, Grow can enable us to make the most of what we have, but also buy smarter. For example, the jewelry box. So completely designed around animal source proteins. It helps you to take perfectly care of these jewels that they actually are. Because it's not about eliminating meat if we don't want to. It's rather us eating less. So if you now and then just choose to eat plant-based and have your animal proteins more or less your sprinkle to give that kind of umami flavor to every dish. Secondly, Create. I don't know if you have tried to cook more plant-based, but one of the things that you need is much more space. Because cooking plant-based is more of a tapas style of cooking, rather than having your meat and potato. It's much more about kind of bringing different foods and different dishes to your plate. So you need more space. And this beautiful growing and preparation surface works beautiful together to help you bring out those flavors and master those techniques that can feel quite unfamiliar today. So for example, the Nordic smoker that we've designed, that is inspired, of course, by our Nordic cuisine here in Sweden, our chefs, and our own Swedish heritage as Electrolux. The smoke works perfectly with the surface to enable you to bring out those flavors of plant-based produce, such as mushrooms, nuts, and corns, that can be quite unfamiliar for us today. And then finally, Coach, which I think maybe is the most interesting part for us today. I think many of us can feel, at least I do, that I wonder a lot of times, the way I eat today, is that good, okay, or is it just plain out bad? I don't know. And I worry, or I feel that, my behaviors in my kitchens today are really, really hard to change. So, Coach, the digital platform of the new kitchen, helps me by using science to both track and visualize my planetary impact. And then using behavioral science to kind of slowly nudge me to more sustainable behaviors. But do that based on me. So my taste, my location, my family. So for example, I know, or Gro knows, that you have a love for Pokeballs. The system also knows that you have some asparagus left at home that you don't know what to do with. So the system might suggest to you that you do a asparagus and chickpea bowl instead, using fresh herbs from your local producers and maybe switching that white rice to brown rice. So personal nudges, that is sustainable, but for you. And finally, what about the future of the kitchen? Well, I think our lives today are always in motion, not just because we live busy lives, but because life in itself is always in movement. You know, we have family, we have kids, life is changing. So we believe the future of the kitchen needs to be modular. So it needs to have endless possibilities to grow and shrink with you, so you can take it with you. Maybe have it, passed down through generations. So the kitchen of tomorrow is not only for the wealthy, but for the many. So with Gro, we want to show that we need to move the conversation, as we do today, from the problem towards solutions. But we believe we need to do joint solutions across the food system, so that we move from own solutions to systemic change. And with this system, we want to show that how a kitchen can enable us to make this switch and become healthier and more sustainable. So today you've seen beautiful, I think, renderings, right? But the kitchen is very much alive. So we launched this kitchen, which I think is very exciting to be here today, but we launched it to the world this morning. But we're presenting it live in Milan next week during Eurocina and the Design Week. So if any one of you are in Milan next week, we would love to have you there and show you the real thing. And then, of course, also, it's not only a kitchen concept. This kitchen is now the main inspiration for our designers, our engineers, as well as our partners going forward. So, of course, would love to do it with fabulous food tech people to make this a reality, because that's the key objective of us now, is to look at pushing this concept and system into our current products and future products going forward. So yeah, this is it's an embodiment of our commitment to make healthy and sustainable eating not only easy, but the way we all want to eat.
Thank you so much, Tove, for showcasing Gro to us. No, I feel so honored to have you here today, which must be a very busy day for you, to talk about the next gen of kitchens. And you're driving home, I think, a very interesting point there, and that is when we move over to more vegetarian cooking, our kitchens do look differently.
Yes.
It's one of the things that I wondered now is, where do I put my recycling, not just my recycling bin, but my composter, because I want to have one in my kitchen, and I need to steam things more than I used to do before. I need help with chopping in a way that I didn't need before.
It's different, right?
It is totally different, right? And suddenly also you talk about all the lentils, you show me the pulses, etc. And suddenly I have a new storage need as well than I did before. So actually my kitchen has changed, or at least my ideal kitchen has changed. So I think you're definitely on the right track here. And then, of course, I want to have that smoker. Is it available?
Not yet, but maybe soon.
Maybe soon. Maybe for Christmas.
We'll see. Maybe for you.
Okay, maybe for you. That's exactly what I want to hear. So, okay, folks. So, Milan next week.
Yes.
And then we can see what this is going to be about in a kitchen near us.
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing today. This is actually now, I shouldn't say we save the best for the last, but in some sense we actually do.